Hello everybody and welcome back to the Shirt Man World headquarters where we make dreams up in here, you know what I'm saying? Today I got a special one for you. We're going to talk about the process and give you guys some tips and tricks if you're looking for a little extra money or you're just looking for some fulfillment in your life and stuff like that. If you're looking to start a side hustle, man, so stay tuned. We're going to talk about side hustles. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so let's talk about side hustles, man. Let's talk about some of the process and stuff like that. Just a little history about me. Of course, I own a small apparel, custom apparel and promotional products business called The Shirt Man. I do custom screen printing, embroidery, promotional items, things like that. And I started this as a side hustle, man. I did it. It's still to this day a side hustle. I have a day job that I work, that I've been working at for almost 20 years. And it pays the bills. It provides my family with the security and health insurance, health benefits. It provides me with a really good retirement plan, and I don't want to give that up. So I continue to operate my business as a side hustle. My business started as a way to pay for my children's college fund, actually. And I am not the type of person to lollygag and not do things 100%. So here I am with all this stuff here, you know. So I started out in this area of custom apparel with nothing but a heat press, man. I went on Craigslist. I bought a heat press off of Craigslist and started my apparel journey, my custom apparel journey, just like that. It's been successful, man. I started it about 10 years ago, and it grows every year. It's grown, you know, a lot, so much that I've been able to purchase entire screen printing setup, embroidery setup and stuff like that, and it's grown so well that I haven't had to take any debt at all on my business. So everything in this shop that I use, that I have I've paid for out of my own pocket, with the funds from the business, and I've been very blessed, and it's been a heck of a ride the last 10 years with this side hustle journey, man. So I just kind of want to share a little bit of that stuff with you guys, and you know, just some tips and tricks and things like that according to how to start and operate a side hustle, man. So let's get into it. So the first thing you got to do when you're looking to start a side hustle, man, is you got to sit back and you got to do some thinking. You got to do some pondering. You know, what do I enjoy? What is it that you enjoy doing that you feel like the public needs to have a part in? You know, what can I bring to the table in society that is needed, that I am good at, that I can provide for society and make a profit? That's really all you got to do. You just got to think, what do I want to do, and do I really want to make a business out of it? Because sometimes the things that you enjoy doing can become a nuisance when you start having to do them. So start by asking yourself, what are your talents? What are your passions? What do you feel that you would enjoy doing in the long run and to make a successful business out of? You know, whether it's real estate, whether it is graphic design, whether it's marketing, whether it is baking, cooking, tutoring, even buying things and reselling them online, such as Amazon stores, such as eBay things like that, can be profitable. You can do anything you want. And that's the good thing about America, man. You see behind me, I've got a big American flag hanging on the wall. I've got another one hanging from the ceiling over here. For those of you who may not know, I'm a U.S. Army veteran. I did a tour in Iraq. I fought for this country, and I love this country very much. So in America, man, the possibilities are endless, man. I don't think anywhere else on earth, gives you the freedom to just up one day and say, you know what, I want to start a business and I want to start making my own money. I want to do my own thing. And that's what kind of drove me to start a side hustle, man, as I wanted to do my own thing. I wanted to have something, not so much, 100% for money, but just the sense of having something that's mine, something that I started. It was my baby, my brainchild, and it's just something that I felt like I wanted to do for me and my family. And it's been a hell of a ride. It really has, for about the past 10 years. So the first thing you got to do, man, is you just got to start thinking to yourself, what do I like doing? What can I do? How can I make it a profitable business? And is this something that I want to do for the long run? All right, the next step in the side hustle process here is you got to find the right hustle, man. You got to find, you got to think about what is in demand. Maybe maybe you are good. Maybe you're a baker, man. Maybe you like to make cakes and pies and things like that. But you're in a small place, and maybe there are 25 other bakeries around you. Is that something that you feel like you could have a market share in, opening up a bakery in the area? Do you think it would be hard to get started? Do you think it would be, you have to think about the long run. Do you think it would be successful in your area or not? Also, a side hustle should be flexible. You're starting this journey as a side hustle, not a full-time business. Maybe you have a day job, maybe you have other obligations such as family or things like that. Is the side hustle that you are prepared to start going to interfere with other obligations, such as your normal, Monday through Friday 9 to 5? Maybe you work weekends, maybe you work holidays, maybe you work swing shifts, which would make it even harder to start a side hustle. So those are some things that you need to think about and work out before you get started. You need to have a plan in place before you get started on your side hustle journey, so that you do not burden yourself or your family or your other obligations with this new journey that you're starting. All right, so the next step in your side hustle journey here is you got to set goals for your side hustle, man. You got to get out there. You got to sit down and think, and ask yourself, how much time do I have to devote to this side hustle that I want to start? How much? What are my goals? What are your financial goals? What are the goals? You have to weigh your options. You have to, kind of juggle. Okay, I want to start this side hustle, but I've got a family and I need to spend time with my family. I also have this other day-to-day job that I have that is going to take most of my time. And things like that. So the first thing you need, or the next thing you need to do, is you need to sit down and really go over how much time you can dedicate. What are your goals in starting this side hustle? What do you aim to gain from starting this side hustle? And what are the risks involved in the time that you are going to spend getting this side hustle off the ground and getting things started. You also need to think about what are your financial goals. Do you want to pay off debt? Do you want to build long-term wealth? Do you want to, do you just want a little extra play money? Is there a purpose involved with starting this, a financial purpose involved with starting this new side hustle that you want to start? Like I said earlier, for me, we started a college fund for my children when my first son was born. He will be 13 in March. So we started a college fund for him, and we've since had a second son who is 7, and I got hit, with the college fund bill every year, and I looked at my wife and I said, I need to do something to offset the cost of this college plan that we have in place. So my bright idea was to start a business, and it ballooned from there. That's one thing that you really need to think about is, how much time do you have to dedicate? How much risk is involved as far as family life and things like that? And what are your goals for starting this side hustle? What do you aim to gain or improve? And weigh those options. What gain risk management? Weigh those options and go for it. Get started. All right. So the next step here is the next thing that I would suggest is that you start small. You don't want to go for the gusto right out of the gate, man. You got to start small. You have to kind of test the waters, man. Test the waters a little bit, and just see where your place is in the market share in your community. See what you can do to make this work for you. Start small. Start, if you're mowing lawns, get out there, get a couple of yards to mow, man. See how it's going to work out for you before you put a massive amount of time and effort and money into something that you don't know if it's ultimately going to be good for you. So I would always suggest that you test the waters first. You start small and kind of build up. When I started my custom apparel business, I started it as more of a hobby than a business, and I operated it for about a year or so before I actually went out and got a tax ID number and started really operating it as a business. I started it as a hobby. I just did it off of, I did everything off of my personal money and my personal bank account and stuff like that. Before I went out and got a tax ID and started trying to do business with the bigger companies and separated the funds. I separated the business funds from the personal funds after about a year or so after I figured out that this is something that I wanted to do as a side hustle. Okay, so we have started small. We have figured out that this is a side hustle for me, man. This is what I want to do. I'm enjoying it. I love it, and I want to do this. I'm in it for the long haul. Now you got to start marketing yourself. You got to market this side hustle that you are trying to operate. So I'm telling you, when I started off, I started using social media. I did things like Facebook, Instagram, things like that, and I still operate a business page on my Facebook and stuff like that. But I'm telling you from experience that word of mouth is king in a side hustle, man. You have to get out there. You have to get people involved. You have to get reviews from people. You have to build up a customer base. And for me, I've been extremely lucky. I do quality work. I've never had any complaints from any customers or anything. So my customers come back. They repeatedly come back. And I have actually, word of mouth has worked out so well for me. My customers, you know, I'll do a job for a certain customer. They'll go and tell somebody else. That person will call me. They'll go and tell 2 or 3 more people. I've went from going and doing, you know, just small little piddly, you know, a dozen t-shirts or so, to now I am actually, you know, I have the capability to do hundreds of t-shirts at a time. You know, I've went from strictly a heat press operation to a full screen printing setup. I've started an embroidery setup as well as promotional products. You know, cups, wristbands, ink pens, things like that. So it's just word of mouth and marketing myself has done a world of difference for me, man. It has really helped me a lot. Another thing that I would suggest in as far as the marketing goes is go out and join your local Chamber of Commerce, man. Most of the time, chamber members are only going to do business with other chamber members. The Chamber of Commerce itself is only going to do business with its members. I can tell you from firsthand experience that my Chamber of Commerce, I'm a member of 2 chambers. Both of those chambers have paid me more than I've paid them. And I guarantee you it will work out for you just like that as well. Especially if you are offering a service that the Chamber of Commerce requires. My Chamber of Commerce, both of them do custom apparel from time to time, and a lot of the time I'm the guy that they come to because I'm the shirt man. So that is something that I can tell you from firsthand experience it has made a world of difference for me, man. Go out, join your local Chamber of Commerce. All right, so you've identified a side hustle that you enjoy doing. You've put yourself out there. You've decided to market yourself. You're doing a good job. You're getting leads. You're getting jobs. You're getting work. Now comes another tricky part: balancing your side hustle with other obligations. You have to make sure that you can balance your side hustle with your day job, your family, maybe your wife, your children, your mother, your father, your parents, other family, stuff like that. So you have to make sure that you run your side hustle. Your side hustle does not run you. And a lot of times that is very hard to do. It's very hard to tell customers no. It's very hard to, when a customer comes to you and says, hey, I need you to do X amount of stuff for me and I need it tomorrow. Sometimes it's very hard to tell a customer, no, this is a side hustle and I don't have time to do this. Will it hurt you? Sometimes it will. Sometimes customers are a little unreasonable. I always make sure my customers know that the business that I am running is indeed a side hustle. It's not my normal day-to-day job, and I do have other obligations. But I do explain to them that I value their business, and I will do the best that I can do to be the best provider of their custom apparel that I can. So make sure that you can balance your side hustle life with your normal life. Okay, so in closing, guys, starting a side hustle is one of the best ways to boost your income and also pursue something that you're passionate about, man. There's no better feeling than taking something that you are passionate about and something that you love to do and making extra income from it. And again, that's one of the greatest things about this country that we live in, is that we have the freedom to do that. And also we need to remember that every big success starts with a small step. Some of the largest companies, Amazon, Walmart, things like that, man, they all started with a dream of one person who just had a dream of starting a business. So always remember that even the biggest success starts with one small step. So don't be afraid to take that one small step. Start your side hustle, start your business, do it to the best of your ability, put your heart and soul into it, and it will work. Stick with it. I've had many people ask me, how did you started so small, how did you become successful? And by no means am I rich. It's not a huge corporation that I'm running. I don't even have any employees. It's just me. But the reason that I've made a successful business or a successful side hustle is because I stuck with it. I've been doing this for 10 years, and I really wouldn't have it any other way, man. I had a dream that I wanted to start a business. I just had to figure out what kind of business I was going to start. And then it came to me. T-shirts. Everybody wears t-shirts. I'm wearing one right now. I bet you're wearing one right now. So that was my voila moment, man. That was my thing. I wanted to start a t-shirt business. So that's what I did. So just remember, guys, put your heart and soul into it. Start that side hustle, man. Start it tomorrow. Start it now. Start brainstorming. You've wanted to do it. That's why you're watching this video. You want to do it. Do it. So if you like the video, man, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Check out my new content, man. Hit that notification bell so you can see when my new content drops. And share this, man. Share this with your friends. Share this with the entrepreneurs. If you're thinking about starting a business, or you have started a side hustle or something like that, drop me some info in the comments, man. Let me know. Comment with what you're doing or what you're thinking about doing. If you own a side hustle, drop me a comment in the comment section, and I'll definitely check you out. If your side hustle is something that I need, I'll definitely check you out, and I'll hit you up. So drop me a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you're doing, man. Let me know what your dreams are. Let me know what side hustle you're operating. And until next time, guys, hit that subscribe button. Peace. See you. Good luck.